Alright guys, I'm back in the pit and it's still hot, spoiler alert. Today I'm going to be changing the speedometer gear in my gearbox because my speedo's out. For this I'm going to need 1x 8mm spanner. There's not much room in the back of the tunnel there, so a socket might not fit unless you got a miniature one. So 8mm spanner and a little flat bladed screwdriver. So what we're going to do, we need to undo, that's where the speedometer gear sits, up there in that, underneath that sensor housing. So you've got to undo that bolt there. It's just a retainer bolt. There's not much room, as I say. Also, you don't want to be doing this when the engine's hot because it's going to burn you. You end up burning yourself on an exhaust pipe. Alright, so there we go. Righto, I'm just going to put the camera down because it's a little bit awkward here. And I'll pick you up again. Oh, okay. Oh no, we're getting there. There's a few different sized gears for the Falcon. This is a Sprint, but it's the auto Sprint. But the 4-speed auto, I think a lot of them seem to have had incorrect speedo readings from factory, and I think that's because part of the reason is because they even on the build sheet it says 14-inch wheels, but they were sold with 16-inch wheels, so that affects things. That'll make your speedo read slower than you're going, and that's what's happening with mine. But anyway, so I was told, this is the second time I've had this thing out, because I was told originally 23 tooth black was the correct wheel to put in here, or the correct speedo gear, so that's what I did. And of course it only made it worse, because the original one that this had in it was a 21 tooth green. So logically though, you need a gear with less teeth to make your speedo read faster, which is what I need. I need my speedo to read faster. Because there's two gears. There's the gear that I'm changing, but there's also the gear that meshes into, and what I think with this one, it's got a gear different to what I thought. Anyway, I've secured myself a 19 tooth brown or pink or whatever you want to call that to replace the black with, and that should get me back to level, or back to accurate. So that, I'll just put that away. Now that sensor comes out, you got to tilt it forward to get it out. See, there's the black gear that I put in because I'm just no good at maths, obviously. Now I'm going to put that over the other side of the gearbox so I can reach it. Here we are. And then this is where I'm just going to have to put the camera down. This is where you need your little screwdriver just to pry out this. I'll make sure you don't lose it, of course. Pry out that little keeper, that little steel clip. little steel horseshoe clip, and that comes straight off. New one goes straight on. Clip. That's got the new old second-hand, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully the correct speedo wheel on there. So I'll pop that over the other side of the gearbox again. And from here, we just have to, obviously the opposite, look at that came out, so that housing, just tilt that forward. Put the gear in the hole. Yes, it's a bit hard doing this one-handed. Actually, I'm going to put the camera down. Alright, so I've got the sensor back in. Alright, that's in there. There we go, that's on. I'll get the little bolt that I took off. Here we go. I'm just going to drop this somewhere in the pit. Just going to tighten that up, then I'll show you. Alright, she's back on. There's the speedometer gear. You don't do it up too tight, just finger tight with a little 8mm is fine. That's just to keep it in the housing. So I'll take it for a spin and see how we've gone. Alright guys, we're back from the drive, me and my little co-pilot, and success. It's absolutely perfect. Kaloo. So for me, I needed the brown 21 tooth, sorry, the brown 19 tooth, because originally it had a 21 tooth, and of course I went the wrong way. I went to 23 teeth instead of 19. Now it's 19. How I'm measuring it, by the way, I've got a little cheap satellite bloody heads-up display thing from a cheap place, 30 bucks. I've calibrated that because they're a little bit out too when you first get them. Calibrated that, and now the speedo's absolutely spot on. Not even, you know, when it says it's doing 60, the heads-up display says it's doing 60 as well. So I'm calling that a win, and till next time.